what I was trying to do. Oh,
WCCK, Calvert City, 100% pure country music for the Lakes area. K95.7.
Lyon County basketball. Lyon County basketball is on K95.7. WCCK. This is the Ackridge Farm Supply Ace Hardware pregame show for Lyon County basketball. We'll get you up to date on tonight's game with coaches' interviews, keys to the game, starting lineups, and more. It's the Ackridge Farm Supply Ace Hardware pregame show. Ackridge Farm Supply and Ace Hardware in Eddyville, where customer service counts since 1933. Located at 724 West Fairview Avenue. Open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. Call 270-388-2910. With the call of tonight's game and the voice of the Lions and Lady Lions, Aaron Clayton.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Ackridge Farm Supply and Ace Hardware pregame show live from the cab in Princeton. Here's the Webb, Tennessee school out of Tennessee against the Heritage Christian Lions coming down to the wire. 1-point game with a minute 20 left before our game, our doubleheader against Caldwell County today. A split doubleheader with the girls at 3:30 and the boys at 6:30. Again, I'm Aaron Clayton, live with you on 95.7 FM, online at MarshallCountyDaily.com at the WCCK Listen Live link. At the bottom of the page, you can also find that link at my Facebook at Aaron Clayton, also at WCBL Sports OP on Twitter, and at the Great Oldies and WCCK Facebook pages as well. As we got a lot to get to here on the pregame show, as we'll break down this matchup between the Lady Lions and the Lady Tigers of Caldwell County, tell you about the WKHC Classic. That's what's going on right now. Preview the upcoming schedule. Have our keys to the game brought to you by Carter Patel of Keller Williams Experience Realty. We'll have our coaches interview brought to you by Calvert City Insurance. Starting lineups brought to you by Food John and Eddyville. And finally, the tip-off by Tommy Harrison of Tri-Shoes in Princeton. All that, a lot more coming up as we'll continue in 3 minutes. I'm Aaron Clayton, live from Princeton, and this is the Ackridge Farm Supply and Ace Hardware pregame show on WCCK Sports.
Ackridge Farm Supply, Ace Hardware in Eddyville has some great rewards card savings now through January 31st. You can save $50 on DeWalt lithium-ion compact drill and driver, now $149.99. Save $7 on First Alert hardwired smoke alarm, now $14.99. And buy one, get one free on select birdseed. That's Ackridge Farm Supply in Fredonia, where customer service counts since 1933. Everybody says they have the best barbecue, but actions don't lie. If folks will drive from 3 counties away to come to the Joint Barbecue, then there's a reason. Not just for the barbecued pork, but smoked chicken, sliced brisket, baby back ribs, just to name a few. The Joint also has salads, sandwiches, burgers, and appetizers. And the meal's not complete without some hand-dipped ice cream. So if you see folks walking slowly out of the Joint Barbecue, rubbing their belly, now you know why. The Joint Barbecue, 30 Outlet Avenue in Eddyville.
Lyon County is a great place to live, and Lyon County is also a great place to learn. The Lyon County School District strives for student achievement as the primary mission, and every employee is devoted to ensuring the enhancing of student learning. The Lyon County School District is proud of each and every one of the students in the school system, from preschool to high school. And the Lyon County School District wants to wish every sports team good luck this year and let them know in Lyon County we're cheering for you year after year.
At YTG Insurance in Marion, they take great pride in their agency, the community, and clients. As an independent agent, YTG offers choice, provides a high level of service, and is local to the community. From home and auto to life and health coverages, YTG Insurance provides quality service for all of your insurance needs. Do you have a farm or business? They can insure that too. YTG Insurance represents multiple insurance carriers, provides many types of coverages, offers affordable prices, and more. Call Tanner Tabor at YTG Insurance at 270-965-3133 or stop by West Gump Street in Marion.
The Cellular Connection, Next Gen Wireless in Eddyville, is your locally owned and authorized Verizon Wireless store. Unlimited 5G phone, text, and data coverage at just the right price for you and your family. The staff at TCC Next Gen Wireless in Eddyville has the patience and knowledge to answer all of your technology questions for the latest phones, tablets, equipment, accessories, and more. It's the Cellular Connection, TCC Next Gen Wireless in Eddyville. Call 270-963-8246.
Real estate professional Melissa Wynn with Keller Williams Experience Realty is proud to bring you coverage of the Lyons and Lady Lyons. Keller Williams Experience Realty is opening a new office located at 680 Highway 62 East in Eddyville. Whether you're buying or selling, you want someone who will work on your time schedule. That realtor is Melissa Wynn, now with Keller Williams Experience Realty in Eddyville. Call her anytime at 270-601-1793. And Melissa Wynn of Keller Williams wants to wish the Lions and Lady Lions good luck.
Your home for Lyon County basketball. K95.7 WCCK.
Back here in Princeton, and again, a fun one here coming down to the wire between Webb High School, who currently leads 46-45, and now you're having a confrontation between the two teams here over a foul that was called or the lack thereof. Webb again is playing Biggersville Christian School out of Mississippi. So you got Biggersville, Mississippi, who's trailing by 1 to Webb, Tennessee, with 27 seconds left. So this game ends in regulation. Then odds are we're going to start our game on time. If it goes to overtime, that's a whole different thing because we still have 24 minutes prior to our tip-off currently, as we said, and then we'll hopefully move our game along here. And we got two games. As we said, it is a split doubleheader today. I'm Aaron Clayton with you on WCCK Sports. Up first, it is the Lady Lions against Caldwell County, an annual matchup, an old district rivalry, Border County rivalry now, just 12 miles apart. In between our games, so they're wanting to kind of keep the crowd, so that way they split up the Caldwell Lion game to kind of keep more people in the stands. So the 5 o'clock game is Career Academy out of St. Louis, Missouri against Huffman, Alabama. Then our game between the boys of Caldwell and Lyon at 6:30, and the last game of the night. And the tournament, for that matter, is Lee, Alabama against Murray High. Yesterday, you had the Lady Lions falling to Davis County by a score of 62-40, while Caldwell won their first game of the year in this gym against Hickman County. This is their second of the year, both by the same score, but 62-40 in the Lyon-Davis game and Caldwell-Hickman game. Lyon, they trailed early on, 10-1, trailed 24-12 at halftime, as a matter of fact, and even 30-14 in the second half before rallying to end the third quarter over the last 4 minutes on a 23-7 run, went on an 8-0 run in the last 45 seconds, capped off by a half-court three at the buzzer by Callista Collins, but then that was it. When I say that was it, that was pretty much it. Lyon did not score for the next 6 minutes. We're outscored 20-0 in that time frame and lost by 22, whereas the Lady Tigers of Caldwell County, as we said, had a fantastic outing against Hickman County last night. As for Lyon County, they had 11-11 from Callista Collins, 11 points from Rose Smith, and 7 from Hadley Butler. Whereas the Caldwell County Lady Tigers in their win against the Hickman County Lady Falcons, as we said, they just their second win of the year, mind you, as they beat Mayfield in overtime at Callaway County. They were led by 18 from Riley Budd, 17 from Paris Gray, and 11 from Katie Smiley. As the timeout is on the floor again, with it being a 48-45 lead now for the Biggersville, Mississippi Lions, leading the Webb School. And also in rebound, 11 rebounds last night for Katie Smiley. Other games in this tournament so far for the West Kentucky Hoops Classic. It has been Murray High boys beating Career Academy, Missouri. The Henderson County girls beating Biggersville, Mississippi. Biggersville falling to Lee, Alabama. Caldwell County boys beat Arlington, Tennessee in overtime last night. And then Huffman, Alabama beat Webb, Tennessee last night. And again today, you've had Murray High over the Arlington, Tennessee boys. Murray High is actually getting 3 games in this tournament, beating Career Academy, Arlington, and now they play Lee, Alabama tonight. Davis County girls beat Hickman County. And again, right now, it's Webb, Tennessee, and Biggersville coming down to the wire with Webb with the ball, down by 3, and 27 seconds left in the game. As for the upcoming games for the Lyon County squads, Lyon boys will be at the Sports Center in Owensboro. That will be this Thursday at 1:15, 12:45 pregame. And that will be against Liberty High out of Youngstown, Ohio. Then for the new year, back-to-back doubleheaders, January the 4th against Crittenden, January the 7th against Livingston, both at home. Lions will then play Bella Vista Prep out of Scottsdale, Arizona at Mustang Madness in West Paducah at noon on January the 8th. Then it's the All-A tournament the following week with the Lion boys at Crittenden County to start the quarterfinal round. On the 11th, the girls have already drawn the bye to the semi, so they will most likely play Crittenden County on January 13th. January 14th, Lion boys, if they make the semis, will most likely play Fort Campbell. They're just drawing that bye at UHA. And then the girls and boys championships are Saturday the 15th at Lyon and UHA, respectively. Meanwhile, it is Lady Lions against Ohio County, January 17th. Lions at Madisonville, January the 18th. Lady Lions will host Webster County also on January the 18th. Will be with the boys. January 21st, Lady Lions at UHA. Then January 22nd, Lady Lions at Union County, followed by the boys at home against Warren Central. January the 25th, doubleheader at Trigg County. January the 27th, Lions will host Tillman. January the 28th, Lady Lions at Christian Fellowship. January the 29th, Lions at Henderson County. Also, the Lions will take on UHA on January the 31st. Now, all those games the last 2 weeks of January are up in the air in case either team, if hopefully both make the All-A State tournament in Richmond. They're still deciding on the dates for that. February the 1st, Lady Lions against Madisonville. February the 4th, doubleheader at Livingston. February the 5th, doubleheader against Caldwell County. February the 7th, Lions at Crittenden County. Then February the 11th, doubleheader hosting Hopkinsville. Then the big Akron Trump Supply Ace Hardware Shootout, 8 games. On February the 12th, the Lady Lions hosting Davis County and the Lions hosting Bowling Green. And as we're coming down to the wire here with 7 seconds left, here's a three that is well short and a rebound by the Lions of Biggersville will most likely seal the deal here after a three that was off balance and short by Webb. May have just cost them a chance to win this game as they trail 48-45 with 2.8 seconds left and free throws coming on the other side of the floor. Only one, but most likely ice it here for Biggersville, Mississippi. And then Biggersville was even down by as many as 8 in the second half. So a big comeback here for them to win this game over Webb. Rounding out our schedule, though, for the regular season, February the 15th at Lyon County. We have a three at the buzzer. Half-court heave is good. You've got to be kidding me. All it took was one free throw to ice it. They missed the front end of the 1-and-1 to Biggersville, Mississippi. And much like Courtney Collins last night, same spot, half-court line, a banked-in three at the buzzer by Webb. And, of course, it's going to be overtime before our game. And, of course, it's going to be a longer pregame. So let's just go on and give the headset over here to Jeff Doom because he just stepped in, longtime athletic director and head coach for Lyon County in softball and basketball, boys and girls. And you could almost feel it. The moment he missed the free throw, you almost feel they were going to hit that half-court shot. And here you go, Jeff. Put that on right there, bub. All right. Get it on there, Ty. Can you hear me, Coach?
I can hear you.
Well, what more would you want? Extra basketball. We'll just sit here till probably 9:30 tonight. Well, at least we're not the last game of the night. We're the next to last of the boys. But it's good to see. This has been a good game. I know you just came in on the tail end of it, but it's not been a bigger than an 8-point lead either way. And credit to Webb here late because they had fallen apart, it seemed like, offensively until this last stretch to come back and hit a big three there at the buzzer. And, again, it's all about free throw shooting. All they had to do was hit one. Ball game is over. But you missed it. And that's front end. I mean, if free throw shooting, you've seen it more times than not, how critical it is to win some games and lose some games, unfortunately.
You've heard that so many times. The game of basketball is won on the free throw stripe, and it kind of hurt them tonight.
It did. And, again, as we said, we're pretty much through the schedule for the regular season. Lady Lions will play at Caldwell County on the 15th. On the Lions host Dawson Springs. 17th of February, it's Lions at Webster. Lady Lions will host Tillman. And then the Lions will host Hopkins Central on the 18th. But, Coach, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well. It's been interesting listening to you on the way up here and not call a Lyon County game.
I'll tell you what, you didn't hear me not call a Lyon County game. You're just talking about just hearing my pregame.
Yeah, your pregame and then a game going on behind you. It was interesting. First time I've got to do that.
Yeah, and that's happened to me a few times, and I've actually called. I know it sounds crazy, but in these tournament settings, I think I've called a few games where at least 3 where I've had an overtime happen prior to the game, and it's ended up being an extended pregame. And it probably won't be that much of an extended pregame. I say that and jinx it. Even if they just have one overtime here, we still should start no later, I would say, than 3:40. But it's good to see some good high school basketball, and it's good to see people out at the gym here today. A good crowd here at the Cab, and only big games coming up. The Lyon Caldwell split doubleheader, and again that'll be followed by good games, including teams from Missouri, Alabama, Mississippi, and Murray High. Murray High boys have a very good team this year. So those should be exciting games. But how's retirement been for you, buddy? I know you really haven't been retired. You've just kind of been back, subbing, driving the bus like you always did pretty much. So.
Yeah, it's other than the basketball, I really didn't feel like there was anything different until Monday morning, which still we haven't had to go back to school yet. But it's been a different approach. It's been hard to come in the gym, I'll tell you that, and watch basketball when you're not down there on the bench coaching. And, when you spend 33 years of your life doing something and you give it up, it's tough to even come back in and watch. And I've got to as many games as I've been able to, and then when I'm not there, I get to listen to you, which is awesome as always.
Well, I appreciate that. And again, you're still coaching my eyes. You always will be coaching and helping young minds, whether it be on the hardwood or in the classroom or just out in the community. Again, you never stop being a teacher and you never stop being a coach. It's part of your livelihood. It really is a calling. It's not just a job, not even just a career. It is a way of life. And I know that there will be other teachers and coaches out there that would echo that sentiment. You never truly retire.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was a little different today. Today was, I guess, bittersweet. I did get to go back to school and turn in my computer and my school keys. Vanessa Gray will be taking my spot. Vanessa Gray is a Lyon County name that people will remember from way back. Actually, she and Mindy Blackburn were coaching the girls when I coached the boys many years ago. And she's coming back as our high school, middle school health and PE teacher. Who knows? She may end up coaching down the road. I know she's been coaching tennis and done a really good job as tennis coach at Cumberland County, where she's been the past 20-plus years.
So we can't wait to see Miss Gray coming in at the beginning of the spring semester, which will be just after the weekend.
Yeah,
it'll be Monday morning.
Monday morning, and she's ready to go. It was kind of interesting, and like I said, it was tough. That's the second time I've had to give up my computer and my keys.
You did it once, and you still came back. Gave it up. So
yeah, but this time I don't foresee me going back.
Well, you're always home. I mean, you'll never truly leave. So you've got a beautiful house, and here in the community, you've lived here essentially all your life. I know you coached and you taught at Hickman County and Dawson Springs just a few years ago. Just about 3 decades ago. So it was good to see Hickman County's girls here today and yesterday, and Dawson Springs. We still send our prayers out to them. I thought it was very nice though that we got to see that the Dawson Springs boys and girls teams got to go to UK to their practice facility yesterday and work out with the men's team. That's just a blessing in such a hard time. And a lot of those players lost their homes, just be honest about it, or they have members that lost their homes or lost their lives, more importantly. So it was good for them to get away and kind of enjoy that moment here right after Christmas.
Yeah, I watched saw some of the pictures, not watched it, but I saw some of the pictures, and it was kind of interesting seeing smiles on their faces, when they've been through such devastation. And, that's always good to see that they are trying to get back to some semblance of a life. And we just hope that they're going to get to play some basketball and kind of, I know their gym has become the center of attraction for Dawson Springs right now. So everything kind of goes through there. But, our hearts are certainly still with them. They took us in a long time ago as a teacher and made some very good friendships that still last today.
Well, we're coming down to the wire again, and it's still tied with 30 seconds left in the first overtime with the Biggersville, Mississippi Lions, who had that lead, and they hit the free throw that would have iced the game in regulation before Webb hit the half-court shot at the buzzer. Biggersville may hold for the final shot here in overtime. We're down to 17 seconds now. They're out near the half-court stripe. At the top of the key they come. Back to half-court. 5-second count put on now with 12 seconds on the clock. As they need to break free, and they do. Come far sideline with 8 seconds. Down to 7. Down to 5, and that could have been a foul. A lot of contact. Here's a fadeaway jumper at the buzzer. Put back up. No good. One more time at the buzzer. No good at the buzzer. Yes! How about that? A finger roll in with about 1/10 of a second left. And Webb is saying that it didn't go in time, but the referee called it. Just tipped in at the buzzer. 4 tries to him, a fadeaway, and then not 1, not 2, but 3 layup attempts. The final one finally being tipped in by Biggersville. So after they gave up a half-court heave at the buzzer to get this game to overtime, they win in the buzzer in regulation. So can't ask for a much better game than that.
That was an excellent ending to a game. And one thing about it, you just never give up. And that's what was awesome, because they just kept attacking the offensive glass there and finally got one to roll in as the buzzer was going off.
It was fingertip pretty much on the ball. Of course, we don't have replay here in high school, but that was because I thought the next to last shot, that was going to be it, because you only had a second on the clock. And that's just court awareness, being right down there below the iron and just tipping it back in. as the buzzer sounded. So congratulations to Biggers of Mississippi with a big overtime win over Webb School here this afternoon at the WKHC at the Cab West Kentucky Hoops Classic here at Caldwell County High in Princeton. We will take a 2-minute break, come back with our keys to the game, brought to you by Carter Patel of Keller Williams Experience Realty. That's in 2 minutes on WCCK.
From Webb School.
There's the man to blame for overtime right there. Todd Griffin.
Hey, I don't know he called that. I told Laney, I said number 3 is going to bank one in to send us to overtime.
Right there, Hall. You only have the one here. I feel like I'm in your way. Let's get to these keys of the game. Brought to you by Karnick. Appreciate him. And Acatron's Line Ace Hardware. When we're at home, you get to watch all the games live and hear the radio broadcast absolutely free on the Lyon County Schools YouTube page. Let's talk about Caldwell last year. Chuck Mitchell now at the helm for the last 3 years, taking over for Melissa Thomas. Last year for Caldwell County, they were 8-12 in a COVID-shortened season. Lost to Madisonville in the opening round of the district tournament in a heartbreaker, 57-54 to end their season a little too soon because they had just beaten Hopkins Central the week prior, and Hopkins Central again won the district, and had they not had COVID, might have had a run to the region championship game, so you never know what might have been for Caldwell County had they not lost by 3 to Madisonville. Led by J.C. Jaggers last year, Maja Hollowell, both have graduated. J.C. had 16 a game, Maja with 10. Paris Gray, who's back at 7. Katie Smiley had 6 a game, and A.J. Hollowell had 4. Those 3 have returned, rebounding from a year ago. 8 a game for Parker and 7 for Jaggers. As for the game against Lyon County, Lyon won the first meeting, lost the second one 41-40 in the All-A tournament at Livingston after a 4-0 spur by Rose Smith alone in the last 25 seconds. Gave the Lions that win. J.C. Jaggers had 13 points. Maja Hollowell had 8, and Paris Gray had 7, rebounding 8 for Maja Hollowell for the Lady Lions. Meanwhile, in the win, they were led, as we said, late by Rose Smith. What a great job by her hitting free throws down the stretch. She had 10. Callista Collins had 17 and 9 for Hadley Butler, rebounding 13 for Callista Collins. But Caldwell got the revenge late in the year, winning by 15, 63-48. 23 points for Jaggers, 18 on 16 free throws for Maja Hollowell, 11 for Katie Smiley, rebounding 10 for Jaggers. And in the loss for Lyon County, meanwhile, they had 14 from Smith, 11 from Collins, and 10 from Catavia Matthews, rebounding 15 from Grayson Wynn on the night. Caldwell County, though, this year, they are now 2-7, but they won their last 2. They beat Mayfield in overtime at Callaway County, 60-53. Thank you, Coach. Also won yesterday against Hickman County, 62-40. They did lose to Callaway, Hoptown, Christian County, Crittenden County, Union, Todd Central, and Trinity Whitesville to start the year. Just could not get their footing, but finally have found some rhythm. As we said, 2-7.347 RPI. And so far here in the 2021-2022 campaign, they, as a team under Coach Mitchell, are shooting 33%, have made 45 threes, 28% behind the arc, and 58% at the free throw line. Near 300 rebounds, led by Paris Grace, 14 points a game, 9 for Katie Smiley, and 8 for Briley Butt, 6 for A.J. Hollowell. Rebounding, 9 a game for Smiley, 5 for Gray, and 4 for Hollowell. Free throw shooting, right now, tops on the team is 11 for 17 for Hollowell and 21 for 33 for Briley Butts. 3-point shooting, 18 for Gray and 11 for Smiley so far on the year. Meanwhile, for the Lady Lions, they have been bitten by the injury illness bug. They are without Grayson Wynn, Ella Defew, and Lexi Holland for the second straight game. Grayson Wynn's been out half the season. Callista Collins missed 2 games early on. Ella Defew's missing again today with Lexi Holland. So the Lady Lions, credit to them being 5-6, including winning 4 in a row, 3 of those on the road, beating Trigg, Tillman, McLean, Christian County, and Dawson Springs. Losses to Hopkins Central, Marshall County, Apollo, Crittenden County, and yesterday against Davis County after coming back from down 16 to tie it in the fourth, only to fall 62-40. Again, as we mentioned earlier on, Collins had 11-11, and Rose Smith had 11-9 in that game. And Collins on the year, along with Rose Smith, lead the team in scoring. Rose with 15 a game, 10 for Collins, 7 for Perry, and 6 for Butler and Defew. For rebounding, 10 a game for Collins and 6 for Grayson Wynn. Grayson Wynn was scoring an 11 a game before she went out with the injury due to the concussion. And these two teams, they have met a lot over the years, to say the least. This was a long-time district rivalry from the late 60s all the way up to the mid-2000s. Recently, it's been a back-and-forth affair. Lyon County longest win streak in this series, going back almost a decade, is 3 for either team. Caldwell won 3 in a row from 2011 to 2012, and Lyon won 3 in a row from 2014 to 2016. Since that time, it goes Caldwell, Lyon, Lyon, Caldwell, Lyon, Caldwell, Lyon, Caldwell, Lyon, Lyon, Caldwell. So that's how close this series has been over the years. And the majority of those games, close affairs. Before last year, as we said, you had a 47-46 Caldwell win. We had the 41-40 Lyon win, a 46-39 Lyon win. Lyon beat Caldwell 56-37. Lyon had a win here in overtime in 2019. Matter of fact, that was a big win for Coach Jeff Doom. If I remember correctly, that overtime win, I believe, was his 200th career victory, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that was it that night. Coach, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I have no idea.
I think it was. Remember, I kept up with things like that. That shows my love and compassion for you. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a long rivalry, Coach, and I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to talk more with Coach Doom in a moment. We're going to take a 30-second break right now, and we'll hear from Coach Cottom on the other side of this break on the Calvert City Insurance pregame coaches interview. That's in 30 seconds on WCCK. Alongside Coach Jeff Delamere and Clayton, let's get to the starting lineups. First for the Caldwell County Lady Tigers, it is going to be Briley Butts, a 5'7" guard. Briley's a freshman. She'll be joined by Katie Smiley, 5'11" freshman forward. And then A.J. Hollowell, a 5'7" junior guard. It'll be Presley McKinney, a 5'9" junior forward. And Paris Gray, a 5'6" senior forward in their home whites with the blue letters and numerals outlined in gold. Caldwell County across the front out of Region 2 and District 7 under Coach Chuck Mitchell. They're 2-7. Coach Don Cottom putting the Lady Lions in their gold with purple letters and numerals. Lion CO across the front. They're 5-6 under Region 2 and District 5. And they'll start the following 5. Piper Cottom, the 4'11" seventh grader, gets her first start today. Hanley Butler, 5'8" senior guard. Rose Smith, 5'10" senior forward. Callista Collins, 5'7" senior forward. And Lily Perry, a 5'5" freshman guard. Those are your starting lineups. Again, this has been a tight rivalry over the last 5 years. Lyon County has a +1 advantage in this series. So, again, before that, really, it was just 3 to 4 game win streaks for each team that just went back and forth. So, if you look over the last decade plus, I would say you're looking at no more than a +2 or 3 win advantage for either team, Coach. And you know that better than anybody. You've been there for all of them. So,
yeah, and the good part about that is that it doesn't matter where you're playing, even on a neutral court. It's always going to be a fun game. It's always going to be a tough-fought game, and we expect nothing less here this afternoon.
This gym, it's a beautiful gym. We'll always love coming to the Cab. It's a fun place to call a game, but it's always seemingly been difficult for us to score boys or girls in this gym, so defense will have to be key today as the tip goes to Hadley Butler in front court. Good feed towards Cottom. Cottom with her height that time, no way she was going to be able to keep that in front, picked off by A.J. Hollowell, as Hollowell will go the other direction, put a layup up that's a little off the mark. Rebound to Collins, and she'll save it to Cottom. So both teams get a little ragged to start, but Lyon with the ball coming right to left. Butler gets cut off by Gray on the baseline. Kick out to Cottom, right wing. Free throw line jumper for Rose Smith is no good. On the back iron rebound. Cottom strips. Caldwell County puts it up and in. Great job. Piper Cottom just stripped Smiley. She didn't even know what happened there, Coach.
Yeah, she was looking around to see what happened to the ball, and Piper shooting a layup on the other side. Great shot from Piper.
7:20 left in the first. Smiley on the other end races down court, partially blocked by Perry from behind. Rebound to Collins. Lyon leads by 2 with 7:13 to play in the first quarter. Collins slows up on the right wing, kills her dribble, comes top side to Cottom. She'll run the point. Kind of a 2-3 look here by Caldwell County to start defensively. Pressure out on Hadley Butler. She needs some help. Breaks the 5-second count as Collins come over to help maybe with a screen, but instead comes left wing to Cottom. Bounce pass, bad one that time, picked off by Briley Butts. Takes it the other direction, and Cottom will never let them score. She'll foul out before she allows an easy layup, and that time knocks Butts backwards, and will go to the line, does Briley Butts. And again, Cottom, that was the only real issue yesterday was the foul trouble early. She picked up 3 in that game. And
yeah, she's certainly not playing like a 7th grader, but you can tell some of those fouls, you'd rather go for the strip and maybe get the ball loose instead of all the fouls.
So the free throw here is up and no good for Butts. Both these teams shooting near the 62-63% mark as a team, which you definitely want to get higher, but it's better than what they started. Both teams started sub 50% the first few games, so at least improving. And we're waiting for something here. I don't know if Matt Bell may have been the official, was waiting for some people to get down the sideline and off the floor.
I think Callista's hairpiece was falling apart.
Second free throw is also no good. Good box out that time by Rose Smith. Gets the rebound away from McKinney and then dribbles out of bounds, but luckily for her, slapped away from behind and touched last by Butts. It'll be far sideline in front of the chair seats where we see a pretty good crowd of Caldwell and Lyon contingency here. Perry will inbound it. Another bounce feed. Now almost another steal, and it is. That's a third by Butts. He's picked off 3 passes. And ahead it comes to McKinney. She'll take it to the hoop, lay it up and in. Katie Smiley, there it is, with the bucket. McKinney, again with the assist, and we're tied at 2. 6:35 to play in the first quarter.
Caldwell's really jumping these passing lanes out of that 2-3 zone.
Quick jumper by Collins from the free throw line. And another strip by Piper Cottom. She pulls up from 15, and it's just off the mark. Perry, though, saves the rebound right side. She'll pull up for a 3 right corner. That one is short. Rebound this time is controlled by Smiley and pulled down for Caldwell County. Across the timeline it comes. Kicks left wing to Gray. Dribbles down the lane. Little Euro step move, but the shot is no good from 2 feet out. And the rebound to Collins. Collins, long outlet feed, but she's going to be cut off. That's a great job with her back to her by A.J. Hollowell to pick that off. Then she lost it. Still needs help, does Hollowell. Finally gets it across the half-court line over 2 defenders to Smiley. Smiley pulls up from 5, and it's off the back iron and falls in. Smiley with all four, and it's a 4-2 Caldwell County lead. 5:40 left, first quarter. Cottom with it across the timeline for the Lady Lions. Bounce feed right side in the corner to Perry. To the free throw line, elbow jumper. Smith on the way, too hard, and the rebound comes down to Caldwell County. Pulled down there by McKinney. McKinney will work it ahead to Butts. Long outlet feed comes to Gray in the left corner. She'll drive baseline in and roll that layup in. And a timeout for Lyon County. 6-2, Caldwell County. Timeout brought to you by the Sailor Connection on Newman Drive in Eddyville. Your Verizon wireless hitter. Call 963-8246. Back in 30 seconds on WCCK. Out of the timeout. 5:19 to play here in the first quarter. Okay. Apologize for the technical difficulties there as we are back now. Alongside Jeff Doom, I'm Aaron Clayton as the Lady Lions struggle to get the ball across the timeline, and a steal here near midcourt by Caldwell, but it's out of bounds. And last touch there by A.J. Hollowell. 6-2, though, is the lead in a 6-0 spurt here by the Lady Tigers of Caldwell County. Just driving to the hoop just like Coach Cottom said they would. And another tip pass goes out of bounds. This time last touch by Butler, though. And it will go back to Caldwell County. And right now the Lady Lions, much like earlier in the game yesterday against Davis County, can just not find any rhythm with the ball in their hands. As Gray drives the lane again, this time missed the layup about 3 feet out. Callista will get it across the timeline, though. Nice backdoor cut. Smith high off the glass and in. And Smith breaks the 6-0 run by Caldwell County. And it is 6-4. 4:35 to play, first quarter of action. Driving the other direction. A block shot here by Collins. Again, all they're doing is putting that head down and driving. As Butts missed the shot, and on the rebound, we have a foul here on Caldwell County. That'll be on Presley McKinney. That's her first and the team's first. Again, appreciate Stephen Lindsay back at the station. Always helping us out, him and Andy Rudd, as Piper Cottom will get it across the timeline here for the Lady Lions. Bounce it out right wing and down to the corner to Perry with Gray on her. Again, more of that 2-3, almost a 2-1-2 look with a box and one and a chaser on Collins. That being down low as they just put in Jakiah Copeland to kind of chase Collins off the block. Now, 3 right side by Butler's just short. Rebound fought for. That's a jump ball. Believe so, yes. It's going to be Smith tying up A.J. Hollowell. Again, we're live at 95.7 FM, online at MarshallCountyDaily.com with the WCCK Listen Live link. You can also find that link on my Facebook page, as well as the WCBL WCCK Facebook page. The arrow favors Caldwell County. The inbound in backcourt will come to Morgan Akins, who just checked in. Akins with it at the top of the key, throws it away, trying to overthrow the outstretched arm of Perry to stay away from the tip pass, and she overthrew Katie Smiley. And now Lyon again could tie or take the lead back. Comes to Perry, right corner. Looking to drive baseline in. Now kicks it top side to Butler, around the arc to Smith. Back to Cottom on the elbow. And down the corner again. Perry for 3. Yes! And that's what Lyon County needs, is a long-range and mid-range shooter for that matter. As without Wynn or Holland, you've got, that's 85% of all the threes made so far in this season. So you really need someone to step up, and Perry does there. Gets a steal as well. Outlet feed to Smith. Can she run it down? She can. Slows up on the baseline. Turn around. Quick jumper there from 15 feet is no good. And the rebound to Caldwell. But Lyon has taken back the lead with that 3 by Perry. And it's 7-6 with 3:18 to play here in the first quarter. And a foul on Cottom. That time trying to again get a jump ball. Has picked up her second. Team second. And we'll see if they leave Cottom in now with those 2 fouls. And they will not. It will be Trinity Taylor to come in, and Taylor has done very well over the last couple of weeks since her first appearance in the Apollo game. Has just enough size, even as a middle schooler, much like Piper Cottom.
Yeah, they've got enough practice now. I don't see these kids as being middle schoolers anymore. They're playing like high school kids, doing a really good job.
Ball is loose on the ground, but they're going to say a kick ball by Lyon. Last kick by Rose Smith, so we'll stay with Caldwell County beneath their own basket. Again, this is a split doubleheader of sorts here today, as the Lyon boys are not scheduled to play Caldwell until 6:30, with a game in between ours here this evening. And be inbounded by Copeland underneath the basket. Bounce left corner to Akins. Akins comes to the free throw line. Gray trying to back her way in against Butler. Puts up an errant shot. No good. Rebound knocked out towards Taylor. But Taylor couldn't handle it, and it goes out of bounds back to Caldwell County. 3:02 left in the quarter. Go ahead, Jeff.
I was just going to say, Coach Cottom nailed it in her pregame when she was talking about Caldwell. They are just ducking their head and going straight to the basket. Lyon County's doing a good job defensively, not fouling them on those drives, but that's exactly what they're wanting to do.
Again, a thrown-up shot from about 2 feet out. This time Copeland gets over Collins and gives Caldwell back the lead. 8-7. 2:49 to play here in the first quarter. Again, back in that 2-3 look. Now that chaser put out on Collins. As Lyon keeps it around the perimeter here to Rose Smith on the left wing. Top side to Butler. Butler pull-up three there is no good. Rebound controlled by Smiley of Caldwell County. And Caldwell will give Lyon that. They're just keeping Collins off the block and trying to force the hand of the Lady Lions to shoot from mid to long range.
Yeah, that was the good thing about Lily's three a while ago. They penetrated against the zone and had an easy kick out instead of just passing the ball around the outside. Good block.
Block shot by Collins down low. She can keep the handle. She can. Knocks away another little 2-foot runner by Copeland. Everything inside so far for Caldwell County. Nothing beyond 5 feet from the basket. Perry right corner gets around her man. Down the lane. Throws one up. Partially blocked. Put back up by Collins. No good. Rebound, I believe, knocked out of bounds by Caldwell County. And it was last touched by Smiley. As Courtney Collins will come in for Rose Smith. So you'll see both Collins girls on the floor at the same time. Briley Butts and Preston McKinney back in for Caldwell. And that'll give Paris Gray and Katie Smiley a rest for Coach Mitchell's squad. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. 8-7 Lyon County with the lead of the ball. Bounce feed right corner comes to Taylor. Around top side, Butler has it knocked away from behind. Can she run it back down? I believe it was last touch, yes, by Caldwell County's Briley Butts. But Butts has been the key defensively so far, getting in the passing lane. She has 3 steals, but almost had a 4th one right there.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit better job of faking passes.
Finally, a foul on Butts there.
Yeah.
And she tried again this time, though, instead of getting the ball, she got the elbow of Butler. So Butts picks up her first, team second. And it must have been a good crowd here today, Jeff. You said you got the last orange soda for me. So that's and they must have had a lot today come through.
Everybody's thirsty. It's so hot outside.
This tropical winter we're having. Yeah. As Collins takes the inbound in backcourt for Lyon County, brings the ball up the floor, working out high against McKinney. Drives all the way to the hoop, lays it off the glass. No good, though. Shot a little high, and the rebound to Hollowell. Hollowell, outlet feed comes right wing. Now down in the corner, driving in, Butts again. Shovel pass to McKinney on the block. Turnaround jump shot from 5 feet, no good. Rebound Collins. That's Courtney Collins. Gets it ahead to Callista Collins. She'll slow it up on the right wing. Now cut toward the elbow, back to the baseline. Double team there. Kicks out to Perry. Open, top of the key. 3 is off the back iron, no good. Good looking shot. Rebound, though, taken back by Collins, and she is fouled. It was initially corralled by Copeland, and Collins strips her. And then Copeland fouls her, and that'll send Callista Collins to the line tonight for the first free throws of the game for the Lady Lions.
Both teams are in such a hurry right now. If either team could slow down and get in any type of rhythm, I think they would be able to step up.
And that's been the issue a lot this year for Lyon County, just rushing a little bit, trying to make up when they get themselves in a hole, thinking they got to work quickly to get back in it. As that free throw is good. Brought to you by Melissa Wynn of Keller Williams Experience Realty. Call 601-1793. Second free throw is also no good. That time halfway down and popped out, so we're tied at 8. And the rebound to Caldwell County. Outlet to Butts in the corner. She drives against Courtney Collins. Nice little backdoor cut. Nobody saw her around 2 defenders. And getting free down low was Presley McKinney. Gives Caldwell a 2-point lead. Perry quickly into front court. Kicks it right corner to Collins. Free throw line to Emma Brazier, who just checked in. It's a little hard on that jumper. And the rebound to Smiley. Smiley will get it into front court. All the way to the hoop. Little layup off the glass. It's short off the right side. And on the rebound, Smiley was sent on the baseline. I'll give it back to Lyon. 10-8 Caldwell. Just 44 seconds left here in the first quarter of action. Callista Collins will inbound a little 1-2-2 full court press here by Caldwell County. Up top is their best defender so far, Briley Butts. Flip pass ahead comes to Taylor. Down in the corner to Courtney Collins. Back to the free throw line. Jumper by Perry is good.
Good ball movement right there. Callista kind of set it up, had 3 people guarding her, and she looked up, got the ball down for an easy basket inside by by Lily.
10-10, 25 seconds. Quickly, Smiley the other way, just cuts through 2 defenders, puts that head down near 6 feet tall, and just drives to the rim. Smiley give her 6. And a steal again by Butts. That's 4 for her. Missed the shot, though. Rebound to Perry. 10 seconds left. Lyon down by 2. She stops on the left wing, goes cross court to Taylor on the elbow. Bounce feed right side. Courtney Collins down to 3 seconds, down to 1, and that's going to do it. Lyon will not get a shot off in time, and they trail by 2 at the end of 1, 12-10. We're back in 1 minute on WCCK. Back at the cab in Princeton alongside Jeff Doom. I'm Aaron Clayton, live with you on 95.7 FM, MarshallCountyDaily.com with the WCCK Listen Live link. At the bottom of the page, you can find that link on our social media pages as well. And you can hear us after the game on those pages with that on-demand link. I'm recording the game right now, so you can listen to the golden tones of Jeff Doom back if you missed this game. As Lyon trails 12-10 to start the second, coming right to left. So it comes to Brazier, right corner. Bobbled it twice, put the 3 up anyway. Off the back iron, no good. Good job by Courtney Collins to dig it out. Tips it to Perry to save the possession. Perry comes left corner. And Lyon, that's one thing, not scared to shoot, Coach. I mean, once the rhythm starts falling, they can, like yesterday, they can score in bunches, 23 points in the span of 4 minutes yesterday. Again, it's just kind of finding that rhythm before you get in too big of a hurry because, as we said in the break, there's one thing of being quick and good. There's another thing of being quick and it being sloppy. There's a fine line. A 3 by Brazier, left wide open, off the back iron, no good. And the rebound to Caldwell County. Long outlet feed from Smiley to Butts. Brazier, though, runs her down and knocks it out of bounds, but they call her for a foul. But still, though, great effort by Emma Brazier on the return down trip defensively.
Yeah, that was an easy layup. Emma did a nice job getting back, and what I thought was almost blocking the shot. Must have got a little arm on the way up.
We're high above everybody here. We're at the top of the cab, but did look clean to me. Referee Matt Bell didn't see it that way. He's got better eyes than me. It's a lot closer. So
yes, he does. And we're in the nosebleed, like you said.
Oh yeah, we're up top. It's okay. You get to view everything this way. I'd rather be up high than being blocked by an official down low. So
that's true.
Butts is 0 for 3. That's been her one struggle here is free throw shooting. She finally hits that one, but she has been a wizard defensively to give Caldwell County this 3-point lead, 13-10, which is their biggest. 7:20 left here in the first half. Another quick one-and-done shot by Trinity Taylor, this time picked up by Smiley, and a foul in backcourt. Again, the ref's not giving much here, every little bit of contact. They're calling here to start. Later in the year, you might not get these calls, but right now, you've already got a combined 7 fouls.
We may have to dress the coaching staff down there before this one's over with.
You can get back in there.
Not me. I was talking about the girls down there.
No, I'm talking about you. Get those knees worked on. You'll be doing good. Another quick runner and a quick one-and-done by Smiley. Rebound, Perry, outlet to Taylor, laid up, and a foul. Trinity Taylor can tie the game here. And again, that goes both ways, Coach. Caldwell not looking for the best shot, just looking for the first shot, and that time it didn't fall.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, both teams are just not wasting a lot of time getting the ball in the air.
And apparently there's a 10-second shot clock, and we don't know it.
I think so. There's something down there on the floor somewhere, 9 second, 8 seconds, somewhere like that.
We're not seeing. The foul was called on Morgan Akins. That's her first, team's fourth. Free throw is no good. But the rebound, Perry trying to save that. I believe Gray touched it last. She did, so Lyon will get the possession here. So Taylor did miss the free throw, but it's 13-12. Caldwell, Lyon with the ball. Inbound comes right corner, right back to Perry. Thought about the open 3, then almost threw it away. Saved by Butler near midcourt, but butts out on her. Again in the right corner, Taylor flip pass inside to Collins. Collins, 3 defenders on her, puts it up anyway, and they're going to call a jump ball.
Oh, Tough call right
That
there.
is a tough call. Looked like a foul to me. It definitely was a lot of body contact, but they said that the ball was tied up first. Collins, even through the three defenders, got the shot up. And that's the thing about Callista this year. You're going to say, well, man, she's not scoring as much as she did last year. She's shooting a lot more free throws and hitting those, but they're not giving her a chance to. When you get, I mean, there is no doubt what the defensive game plan is each and every night.
Oh, yeah.
Put 2 or 3 on Callista, and Callista gets a block right there on a runner by Hollowell. Now she'll run the other way, fade away from 10, trying to get a quick shot because, again, 4 defenders stood in front of her.
Well, Callista had such a good year last year. You know, she's not going to surprise anybody this year.
Here's a save in bounds by McKinney to Gray after Gray looked like she might have walked with it. McKinney holds it left wing with Collins out on her. Lyon, much like yesterday, kind of going with a man-to-man look here. Smith will come out and give some token pressure now. Comes out and puts the count on Briley Butts. Comes right corner to Hollowell. Back inside the Butts. Good job by Smith to knock that one away on the cutter in the lane, trying to get her on that backdoor layup. Instead, it goes out of bounds and will stay with Caldwell County. Been a close game throughout. No more than 2 possessions either way. It's 13-12 Caldwell now. Inbound to the near 6-foot-tall Katie Smiley. Missed the first put up. Second, though, is going to fall in. And those long arms that time just ripping that ball away. And Smiley with 8 of the 15 points for Caldwell County. And no doubt, she averages 15 a game. You know what she's going to do. Outlet feed comes to Taylor. Right corner 3 for the tie is bouncing, no good for Lyon. But Collins on the rebound. Back up off the glass, no good. Rebound this time. Smiley pulls it down for the Caldwell Lady Tigers. She'll quickly get into front court here. Slope on the right elbow. Kick into the corner. Right side driving in. Butts pulls up from 10. Missed the 10-foot runner. Open shot. And Smith pulls down the rebound for Lyon County. Rose Smith into front court. Quick stop and pop 10-foot runner herself. Again, possession lasted about 5 seconds. And the rebound goes to Caldwell. And Coach Mitchell has seen enough, and he wants a timeout. Brought to you by the Sailor Connection on Newman Drive in Eddyville. Your Verizon Wireless dealer. Call 963-8246. Back in 60 seconds on WCCK. Out of the timeout, it is Caldwell ball coming left to right as they lead 15-12 over the Lady Lions. Paris Gray brings it down court. Now on top of the key 3 on a kickback is good, and that'll double the lead and give Caldwell their biggest lead of the day on a press through McKinney. Top of the key 3. It's 18-12. 5 minutes left here in the first half. They bring a double team at Smith as she comes across the timeline. Gets down the lane, though. Puts one up from 10, and that's good by Rose Smith. Apologize. Butler was the one they double teamed. That left Smith open, and that's a shot you can take. More of a high percentage inside 10 feet shot there. On the other side, Butts drives to the hoop. And again, until Lyon County can, 1, get a strip, 2, a block, or get a charge, this will be the time to get those feet set. It's going to just be like this back and forth all game. 20-14 now, and a steal again by Butts. This time she couldn't hold on to it, but again, this is the kind of lady you want on your team, and she's just a freshman, dude. That's the thing. Yeah, this team is going to be good for years to come.
Yeah, they're very young. I remember her playing last year, and she did about the same thing. Very aggressive, a very good defensive player, and is not afraid to take the ball to the hole.
Inbound comes to Taylor. Now top side to Butler. Same thing to be said for Lyon County with a lot of 7th graders and freshmen. Here's one freshman there. Perry with a 3 right corner that's no good, and the rebound to Caldwell County off the top of the iron to Ja'Kiah Copeland, but then a steal by Collins. Rips it away, finds Smith, open, free throw line jumper, good for Rose Smith.
That's Rose's game. When she gets her feet set, squared up about that 15-footer, she's dead on.
She has a total of 6 of the 16, 20-16, though, the lead for Caldwell. 4 minutes left here in this first half. Gray gets around the left side of Butler to the hoop, lays up and in, that time on a little wraparound screen pass up top from Smiley and Paris Gray with 4 points. 22-16 now. Again, Lyon needs a stop. It's one thing to get buckets, but you can't be trading buckets. Inside feed, not a great pass by Perry, but Collins salvages it by getting tied up. Arrow does favor Lyon that time as Gray, McKinney, and Copeland, all three around her. You know something's going to be open beyond 5 feet, Jeff, because, again, they're going with a 2-3 zone look or a box and one little chaser look. Here's another 10-foot runner by Smith that bounces in. And, again, that's a set piece. That's been used a long time with Rose. That time Perry off the inbound.
Yeah, when you got height, that's a great play to use out of bounds.
And Rose, again, it's going to happen here. They're going to have to use their height. The Lady Lions will that mean to get back into this one. 22-18 is Smiley again, just puts her head down and drives to the hoop. There's nothing more simple than to it. And she just got kind of a cock back look and drove from the top of the key in. Puts it right back to 6, 24-18, Caldwell County. 3:15 left in the first half. Collins with it out near the far sideline. It's also a kind of token double team out there. They look at that 2-3 trap zone. Cottom back in. She kicks it right corner to Perry. Back to Piper Cottom. Trying to work around the right side of Hollowell. Fades away. A little kiss off the glass is no good. And the rebound again to Smiley. She's nearing a double-double. Outlet feed to Gray. Thought about a stop and pop three, then almost double dribbled. Saves it to Smiley left corner, and she'll now work in. Left elbow. Kicks across the paint to an open three by Butts. It's off the back iron. No good. Rebound was Butler's, but she's tied up by Hollowell, and the arrow favors Caldwell County. It'll be inbounded beneath the basket here by Caldwell County. Comes on the left elbow, and again, just too easy. Smiley just gets anywhere within 10 feet with a near 6-foot frame. She's shooting over everybody, and she has 10. Actually, give her 12 on that last bucket. Almost half of the 26 points. 2:25 left in the half, and now it's an 8-point Caldwell lead, their biggest. Here's a three by Smith left side. Off the back iron, no good. Really not her shot there. More of that mid-range and driving shooter. Now Butler trying to cut off McKinney. Kicks it to Hollowell. She's blocked by Smith. Ball saved in, but saved to Butler of Lyon County. And now Lyon needs a bucket here. Butler driving all the way to the hoop. Nice
pass.
Good, but they're going to call an offensive foul on Hadley Butler. Again, Lyon County, one thing they need to do is, again, get those feet set like Hollowell did there. She drew the charge on Butler, and it was the right call.
It was
a perfect call. Cottom had gotten loose, and again, had Butler just seen her a little sooner and been able to kind of stop in her tracks, which is a lot easier said than done. Instead, Butler picks up the foul. The bucket is erased, and Caldwell gets the ball back as Butts is going hip to hip with Piper Cottom. That'll probably happen a lot over the next few years here. And a shot by Gray is no good. That's a foul on the rebound, this time on Caldwell County. As that'll be on Paris Gray. That's her first. Waiting for Caldwell. They do have 5 team fouls, but they're all on 5 different players. For Lyon County, the only one with 2 is Piper Cottom.
I was hoping we might see what they did to Caldwell a while ago, and we could step in and take a charge down here on this end.
That's what I'm saying. Perry with it in the right corner, has it slapped away by Gray. Will stay with Lyon County. And a lot of it's just confidence building, knowing you can do it, getting those charges, getting your feet set, holding on to the ball, not getting stripped as Cottom slips around a defender. Fake that three, kicks out to Butler for a three right wing. That's a good-looking shot, just long. Got her own rebound, though. Butler goes back up looking for a foul, and somehow it rattles in. Not a pretty shot, but it fell in.
That was all muscle right there.
It was. She just jacked it up halfway in midair and just kind of heaved it towards the basket. Smiley on the other end drives to the elbow, stripped by Perry. But the ball comes free to Gray. Gray keeps it for Caldwell with 1:15 to play here in the half. Steps to the top of the key, kills her dribble, comes left elbow. McKinney drives in. She's blocked by Collins, and a foul is called on Callista. That's her first and the team's 6th. 2-shot foul coming here for Caldwell County tonight. They're 1 for 4 at the line. Lyon is 1 for 3. So free throw shooting has not been a factor so far in this game, really, for either side. McKinney's free throw is good. McKinney hit a big three earlier, so give her 6 points now. And it's a 7-point lead again for Caldwell County. Keep in mind, and it's not an excuse like we said yesterday, but the Lady Lions are down 3 legitimate starters. All 3 have started this year in Grayson Wynn, Ella Defew, and Lexi Holland. The size of Defew and the three-point shooting paralysis of Wynn and Holland is desperately missed. You can't replace that. You can only step up, as Collins does step up for a big three left wing. Little pick and pop there as Cottom just looked back to her, kind of the old flea flicker move there. And Callista Collins, I don't care who has to shoot them to him, but we need somebody getting hot from outside.
Yeah, and Callista can hit that shot if she's wide open out there.
YTG Insurance 3, but on the other end, finally a miss on a runner by Gray, as again she just got right down the lane. Collins with a rebound. She'll race the other direction. Kick it left elbow. Open jumper off the glass. Rose Smith, and just like that, it's a 3-point game. Reminiscent of the end of the third quarter yesterday when it was an 8-point deficit with about 45 seconds to play. Now it's a 3-point game with 25 seconds left in the half, that is. Outlet feed. Buttons, great job there to keep that ball in play, but then Butler with a big block. Rebound to Cottom. Outlet feed. Smith knocked away by Hollowell, and it goes out of bounds and will stay with Lyon County. Again, this is the first of 2 games here today. We got a break in between as the inbound wide open. Why not? Piper Cottom for the tie. Banks it in off the glass. YTG 3 for Piper Cottom. Got to get back defensively, though. 5 seconds left. Ball knocked away by Perry, but it comes back to Gray. 3 at the buzzer is no good. Actually puts it back up at the buzzer on a tip-in. It's also no good, but a great run by the Lady Lions. A 8-1 run to end the half to tie this game at 28. We'll be back with a halftime report in 3 minutes on WCCK. Back here on WCCK. As appreciate AD Zach Thomas listening in to us. Doom, isn't that nice of him? I tell you what, supporting us here. And again, he may be listening to my recording channel. So if he says it went off, listen to the actual live stream there, Zach. My recording channel's just got our play-by-play. So But again, you can listen to us live on 95.7 FM and online at MarshallCountyDaily.com at the WCCK Listen Live link. And then that way you can hear everything, all of our bumpers and beautiful production by Andy Rudd and Stephen Lindsay and all those great commercials. You definitely want to hear those on that live stream at 95.7 because without those commercials, we couldn't be on the air. And if you'd ever like to be a sponsor of Lyon County basketball, and who wouldn't, it's the best time of the year to do it. We've got two great teams here each and every year, but really this year, something special is a brewing. So call Cindy Riley, 395-5133, and she can get you set up. And we're already winning the halftime battle, Coach. Don Cottom. It's a coaches versus coaches battle between herself and head coach Chuck Mitchell. I think Coach Mitchell hit 6 out of 10, which is pretty good for a young man like himself. But Coach Cottom hit 8 out of 10 free throws.
She hit 8 out of 10 and barely missed the half-court shot for a 400.
Now here's Coach Mitchell's half-court shot, and
That's
it
in.
was just off the mark.
Oh.
Great effort. So combined, they put a total of $1,400 towards the tornado relief victims. So that is fantastic there for both of them. So that's why this halftime will be a little bit elongated because it's just now starting. Officially, the clock is at the 10-minute and starting rolling down now because they let the coaches participate beforehand. Appreciate Scott Brown. He brought me the stats, and that's good to see, too. I tell you, you talk about the greatest statistician in the world. That is old Scott Brown of The Edge, again, Trigg County's longtime radio voice, and he does a fantastic job. He is hired all over Kentucky, for that matter. He does stuff at the CFSB Center in Murray and Hoptown and Owensboro and everywhere else, and I'd have him do it anywhere. He is the best when it comes to stats. I don't know how he does it for a long time, and he still does. He can call the game, which is hard enough for me as it is. He'll video and take pictures of the game and keep stats.
And be right.
And be right. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not wrong. And it was a right way to end the first half, Coach, for us. So we come to the halftime report here brought to you by Fredonia Valley Bank. An 8-1 run, much like the end of that third quarter yesterday, to go from down 7 to tied at 28. And again, just consistency. You can't just have that for a minute. You got to have that for 32. You do, you're going to win a lot of ball games.
That's exactly right. And you know what you said earlier was when this team gets on a roll, they're hard to stop. And you saw that defense led to offense. We had a couple of big blocks down on the other end, a couple of steals that led to some easy baskets. And once a basket or layup or two starts to fall, then those outside shots tend to be a little bit easier going through the net. It was nice to see Callista knock one down out there, and Piper hit one over on the far wing. And, it's easy to make up big points when you're hitting threes and getting to the basket and keeping them off the scoring column as well.
Again, we're going to take a quick break here. Be back in 2.5 minutes. We'll have the whole first half stats. Those are brought to you by Hendrickson Wealth and Retirement in 2.5 minutes here on WCCK. back here in Princeton at the Cab for a fun one. Here as part of the West Kentucky Hoops Classic. Initially was started to begin last year, but due to COVID, this tournament was canceled. And then again, you had the devastating tornadoes that affected a lot of Princeton in this area a few weeks ago, but luckily been able to get this off the ground and going thanks to a lot of great sponsors, a lot of great people in this community and the school system in Caldwell County that allowed for this tournament to go off so far without a hitch with a lot of great teams, a lot of close games. Again, we had that overtime game just before ours between Webb School and Dickersville, Mississippi. And as tight as you can get here between the Lady Lions and Lady Tigers of Lyon and Caldwell, 28-28. It was Caldwell leading 12-10 at the end of one. And outscoring the Lady Tigers in the second quarter was Lyon County 18-16. But really, the big run was 8-1 down the stretch, as the biggest lead of the game was 7 for Caldwell County. Biggest lead for Lyon was 2. They were led on scoring by Rose Smith with 10 for Lyon County, 5 apiece for Piper Cottom and Lily Perry, 4 for Callista Collins, and 2 apiece for Handley Butler and Trinity Taylor. Caldwell, meanwhile, 12 for Katie Smiley, 7 for Presley McKinney, 4 for Paris Gray, 3 for Riley Butts, and 7 for Presley McKinney. As we said, 2 for Ja'Kiah Copeland. Free throw shooting, Lyon 1 for 3, and Caldwell 3 for 6. Rebounding in the first half, Lyon won that battle 26-21. 18 defensive rebounds to 17 defensive rebounds, 8-4 on the offensive side. Turnovers, though, 8-4, and that's not what you want to be winning. Lyon with 8, Caldwell with 4. And as for assists, 8 for Lyon County. That's a big number, to 4 for Caldwell County. Foul situation, only one with more than 1 is Piper Cottom with 2, and that is the issue there. But rebounding, Callista Collins already has 10 rebounds in the first half. Leading rebounder, though, for Caldwell, I told you, Doom, she had a double-double, and she did. Katie Smiley, 12 points, 12 rebounds in that first half, and she is something to behold.
Yeah, she's played really well in this first half, and one thing we're going to have to do is certainly keep her off the drive, keep her away from the basket as much as possible. It's fun watching her and Callista go for the boards down there, just strength against strength, and this is setting up to be one of those double, triple, quadruple overtimes. I don't know.
I'm going to smack you. If that's the case, you're going to leave. You're going to go get me some supper.
Yeah.
You're going to come back.
Yeah, I was thinking about that anyway.
Because I think we've already bought Caldwell out of house and home. You only said they only had about 10 drinks left when you went down there to start the game.
Yeah,
so.
The drinks they may be gone, but popcorn smells good. And
that's good.
It is Taco Tuesday,
Oh, my. Yeah, go find a whole lot of Mexican going on somewhere. That's all I know. So. But anyway, again, here at halftime, it's all tied at 28. And we'll have the second half of action in the West Kentucky Hoops Classic between Lyon and Caldwell girls from Princeton in 90 seconds. Aaron Clayton alongside Jeff Doom here on WCCK. Well, let's see if we can have as much fun in the second half as we did in the first half. Alongside Coach Jeff Doom, I'm Aaron Clayton, and this is Lyon County Lady Lions basketball on 95.7 FM, online at MarshallCountyDaily.com, and the WCCK Listen Live link, as we're tied at 28. Lyon and Caldwell line in the midst of an 8-1 run. Let's make it 10. Piper Cottom free throw line jumper is short, though. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Great save by Perry. Kicks it off the gut of McKinney, and it comes down to Cottom. Cross-court elbow jumper, Rose Smith, no good. And this time Gray pulls down the rebound for Caldwell County. Quickly in front court, it's Gray. Kicks it left corner to Hollowell. Drives baseline in and lays it up and in. And just like that, back to a 2-point Caldwell lead. 30-28. More of a man-to-man look now by Caldwell County as the ball comes left corner to Perry. Around the left wing to Butler. Back to Perry. And off to Butler. Butler drives the paint. Fades away from 5. A little hard off the glass. Rebound tips out to Hollowell. Long feed. Butts. Can Smith run her down? She stays with her. Layup is no good. And that errant pass gave just enough time for Smith to get there on the putback. No good for Gray. Now Gray with another attempt. Kick out for a 3 by Smiley is no good. And Lyon needs a rebound here. Hollowell gets another rebound. It's blocked by Smith. But again, a rebound for McKinney. 5 rebounds this time around for Gray. This time a 3 is no good. And finally, well, I say finally, Smith rips it away from Gray. And ahead it comes to Cottom. Works behind the back, spin move, free throw line jumper, no good. And another quick one and done for Lyon, unfortunately. And it goes back to Caldwell. 60-28 in a kind of loosey-goosey affair there to start this second half. Not pretty, but it is fun to watch. Turnaround jumper for McKinney on the baseline, overshot. Perry saves it in again, but this time on the baseline. And it goes out of bounds.
Kind of the same atmosphere we saw in the first quarter.
It is. Early on, like I said, just a kind of a back and forth. Now they leave Gray wide open. I guess that's why. Missed it badly off the iron, but then the rebound caroms out to another jumper. This time it's still no good from Morgan Akins. And finally, Callista says, give me the ball. And she'll get it ahead to Cottom. Outlet feed to Perry, left corner. She'll drive across the paint. Kick back to Butler on the left wing. Now back to Perry in the corner. Smiley out on her. Smith trying to back her away in. Double team. Nice cross-court delivery to Perry. Wide open again. If they bring 2 on you, somebody's got to be open.
Exactly right.
And it was Lily Perry this time for her 7th point. She's averaging about 7.5 a game. We're tied at 30. Ball comes left corner. Driving in Gray. Kind of just lofted it over to McKinney. Looked like she might have just lost it. McKinney, right place, right time. And she draws a foul as she went up for a shot from behind. It's Butler with her second. Free throw line here. Again is McKinney. She's been perfect tonight, but she misses that one. You knew I was going to jinx it. When I looked down and said, man, she was 2 for 2. Not 2 for 3. I guarantee it'll probably be 3 for 4. She's a fantastic free throw shooter, near 75%, and she rattles this one home. You take what you can get right there. You're glad she missed the one. Now a bucket here could give Lyon back just their second lead of the game after it was 2-0. Cottom actually going to cut it inside to Collins. Run around, jump shot from 5 feet over 2 defenders, and just like that, it is a Lyon County lead.
Lyon County being a little bit more patient, starting to move the basketball, leading to a lot better high percentage shots.
Driving against Smiley down the lane, laid up and in again. Lyons is going to have to get their feet set or stay in front. I understand she's big, she's tall, she's fast, but you got to do something to stop Smiley as she gives Caldwell back the 1-point lead. Butler comes topside Cottom. Thought about the open 3. Now kicks it right side. Smith will pull up from 15 and drain it. Smith give her 12. And right now Smith and Smiley, they're the show on the offensive side against Smiley and Collins on the rebounding. 34-33 Lyon County. 4:55 to play here in the third. Kick back left wing. Why not? 3 for Smiley. Her first attempt's a little long. Rebound. Butler and Smith both went after it. You love the aggression, but you got to call somebody off there as they run out of bounds with it, finding each other over it. And it goes back to Caldwell County as Butts comes back in, as does Copeland. Meanwhile, for Lyon, you got Courtney Collins and Trinity Taylor. And that means Hadley Butler and Rose Smith will sit down. Lyon leading by 1. Caldwell with the ball, though, beneath their own basket. Comes down in the corner to Gray. Gray just backs her way down the lane, and Collins says, slaps that one away, but the rebound comes out to Caldwell County. Again, McKinney drives. Her shot blocked by Taylor. Perry with a rebound. Perry looking down court. Has a woman to her left, going to take it all the way to the hoop. Nope, roll it over to Courtney Collins' left elbow. She pulls up for 5 off the glass. Great job, Courtney Collins. I mistakenly wrote down a bucket for her a moment ago for her sister. Now she gets her own. So it's 36-33 Lyon County. Gray with a pull-up 3 for the tie, though, is in and out. Rebound, Callista Collins. Looks down court, sees her sister Courtney. Courtney rips that away from Gray. Pulls up from 15. Yes! Courtney Collins with the assist to Callista Collins. 38-33. Lyon County with their biggest lead. Timeout. Caldwell County, brought to you by the Sailor Connection on Newman Drive in Eddyville. Your Verizon wireless dealer. Call 963-8246. Back in 60 seconds on WCCK. Out of the timeout, a quick three attempt is no good, and a long run out for Taylor for Lyon County is laid up, no good, and right back to Caldwell. So it is 38-33 Lyon County, 3:45 to play here in the third quarter. A 6-0 run currently by the Lady Lions.
I've got this figured out, Aaron. The shot clock is on this end of the floor.
And we just can't see it. That's why.
Yeah. Because Caldwell is doing the exact same thing Lyon County was doing in the first half.
A 10-second shot clock, essentially, is what it feels like, yeah. Finally, for the first time tonight, Lyon actually slows it down and gets more to an offensive set here, but they throw it away on a bounce feed inside, trying to get cut through a 2-3 zone. Courtney Collins throws it away on the other end. Butts gets a runner, and that stops what was a 6-0 run by the Lady Lions and cuts the lead back to 3. 38-35 Lyon County. 3:10 left here in the third quarter. Across the line, it comes left corner. Perry open three. Yes, Y2G3. Lily Perry, her second of the game. 6-point lead now for the Lady Lions. 41-35. 2:55 left third quarter. Butts pulls up wide out. 22-footer for hers, a little short. Rebound, though, you got to box out as Collins gets called for a foul. That right there looked clean to me as she stood straight up, never moved. Ball hit her hand, but they're going to say she hit the body of Jakaya Copeland. Tough break for Callista Collins, her second foul. Team's second of the half, and a free throw here for Copeland is up, and that one a little too hard. Kind of a shotgun style shot. It just kind of was jacked towards the back of the rim and did not go in for Copeland. Copeland, not a lot of free throw attempts this year, just 7 on the year, so really hadn't got that rhythm in varsity play quite yet.
Has very little arch on the ball.
Yeah, just jacked towards the rim. Again, just too hard. But the rebound, Smiley, her 15th, puts it up from 5 feet, and it's good. So after it was all said and done, Smiley made sure they got their 2. As now Callista comes to Courtney, Collins to Collins, and double team there in backcourt, gets it back to Callista. Trying to run away from Copeland here. She gets into front court, flips it ahead to Courtney Collins on the baseline. Pull up jumper from 10 feet off the iron. Rebound, Trinity Taylor back off the glass, no good. Piper Cottom, 4 defenders around her, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. Cottom draws it. Caldwell County, their first of the half. Going to be on Akins.
Piper was in there with the big dogs that time. She battled against 3 people to get that ball.
You couldn't even see Piper Cottom, and a bad pass by Perry. Picked off who else? Riley Butts, nearing 10 steals already this game. Butts drives, pulls up from 5. It's short. Rebound controlled by Callista Collins. Double teamed in backcourt. Needs some help. Fires it ahead to Taylor at the half-court line. Taylor across the time stripe here, driving all the way to the basket, trying to draw a foul that time. Didn't get it. Got an errant shot put up, and the rebound to Caldwell County. Ahead it comes to Akins. She'll kick it right corner. Slowed up there by Butts. Kind of kicks her head back, trying to work it around to the top of the key again. Smiley drives, pulls up from 5. No good. Rebound. Courtney Collins has it. Feeds it ahead to Trinity Taylor. Got a player down for Caldwell County. On the other end, Taylor, though, dribbles off her knee, out of bounds, and right back to Caldwell. It looked like Hollowell fell to the ground. She's all right. And I think she'll come out just in case, as McKinney will come in for her.
She may have caught an elbow on a rebound there.
Got those safety protection glasses so she can see and also be protected out there. So it's coming across the timeline again. It's Akins. Quick drive to the rim and missed the 2-footer runner out of bounds. Last touch by Caldwell. Well, no, I think Matt Bell, is going to change his mind and give it back to Caldwell County. I think that's the right call. With 1:36 left in the third, a tight one here, 41-37 Lyon. They leave an opening left corner. Akins instead drives, pulls up from 10, misses it, but draws a foul. So Akins will go to the line for 2. That foul is going to be on Lily Perry, her second. Team's third of the half. Cottom, Butler, Collins, and Perry each with 2. Akins to the line for the first time tonight. Her free throw here is up in a moment.
Tricked us all.
Yeah, a long look at the rim. Finally, it's up, and it is good.
She may have lost handle on that before she shot it because that was kind of a weird-looking shot.
Yeah. Emma Brazier comes in for Piper Cottom. As Akins looks to cut it back to 4 after 2, that is, after Lyon County had pushed it out to 6. But misses it, and the rebound to Callista Collins. Knocked away from behind, out of bounds. Nice touch by Presley McKinney of Caldwell County. 90 seconds left in the third, 41-38 the lead. Here for Lyon in the ball. Collins in the front court with it. Slows up top of the key, now drives to the paint, pulls up from 5, off the glass and good. And Collins pulling on a page out of Caldwell County's Katie Smiley book. Use that frame, get down the lane if you can handle the ball and put it up and in. She does just that. 43-38. Other side, Gray bobbled on a bad pass by McKinney. Now Perry rips it away from her. Perry had to steal. Brazier keeps it alive. Back to Perry. Perry slips by 2 defenders all the way to the hoop, lays it up, missed it off the left iron. Rebound controlled by Caldwell. Long feed. Butts has 1 to beat. She lays it up and in. 3-point game again, 43-40 Lyon County. Trinity Taylor trying to get it in. Long outlet feed to Perry. Perry's got 1 in front of her, though. She'll take it all the way to the hoop and be fouled. And that one I really thought was not a foul. I thought that was more of a strip out of bounds, but instead, Perry will go to the line for 2.
May have gotten a little bit of the body when she came across, but
either way, McKinney picks up her second. 2 free throws here for Lily Perry, brought to you by Melissa Wynn of Keller Williams Experience Realty. Call 601-1793. Free throw here is good. Lily Perry, a very good free throw shooter, over 70%. She has 11 points tonight. Second on the team behind Rose Smith's 12 points. As Callista Collins will get a rest to end the third quarter here with 44 seconds left. You've got Emma Brazier on the floor along with Lily Perry, Courtney Collins. And both of them were hit by Perry.
And that was Coursey coming in.
Yeah, Jenna Coursey's in along with Trinity Taylor. Quickly, though, Smiley, again, just drives, puts the head down, lays it up and in, goes 84 feet and says, thank you very much. Long outlet pass, picked off again, Hollowell, and then Coursey rips it right back. Give Jenna Coursey a lot of credit there, but a bad pass knocked away from behind. They're going to say tipped by Caldwell County. But Coursey just coming into the game. You talk about having to pick up a very strong A.J. Hollowell that was working the other direction. Comes to the free throw line. Coursey again has to catch an errant pass, and this time she's found Coursey. She's having to work as soon as she comes in. Nothing's becoming easy for her. And that foul on Caldwell County will be on Briley Butts, her second. Lyon needs to kind of slow it down here. Comes out high to Perry. Why not? Open 3 left wing. That one's good. YTG 3, Lily Perry. Her third of the game, and it's 48-42 Lyon. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Again, Smiley drives, stops at the elbow, slows it up. Now drives again against pressure against Coursey. She lays it up. No good, but a foul. 2 shots coming for Caldwell County. That's on Jenna Coursey. Her first and the team's fourth. 48-42. The lead here for Lyon as a rare miss, and that one at that time was just short. Of course, Smiley has played the entire game, hardly any rest. You know, that right there is just a tired shot. It was on line. Just
legs are going to go first. Yeah. You're right.
And that one looked to be a little short, but she got the iron off the front, and it rolls in for her. And again, a 5-point game. Bad pass, though, by Perry off the inbound. Who else? Briley Butts another steal. Then Perry steals it right back. Here's a half-court heave at the buzzer. That's no good. And that will do it for the third. Lyon by 5, 48-43. Back with the fourth in 1 minute on WCCK. Start of the fourth quarter, been a fun one throughout. It was a 2-point lead by Caldwell to end the first, tied at halftime after a 7-1 run by Lyon, or 8-1 run to end the half. And then now Lyon leads to start the fourth, 48-43. Biggest lead for Lyon has been 6. Biggest lead for Caldwell has been 7. Smiley into front court with it, kicks it left corner as Caldwell comes right to left to start this final frame. Back out high to Butts with Piper caught him out on her line, going man-to-man. Around the corner, right side Gray, and she is called for traveling.
I think they switched that to a 1-2-2 right there. It
Yeah.
looked like a matchup zone, but it kind of keeps them out of the paint. Good move by Coach Cottom.
Yeah, it's going to, you put 2 up top, 2 down bottom, just going to clog that lane. And Cottom, such a force outside, even with her small stature, she's able to go after the pass and go after the point guard. And Smith drives the paint, spins around pressure, little floating shot up in the air, no good, and off the left iron. Rebound controlled by Smiley. She'll run the other direction against the 4'11 Cottom. Has to kick it right corner to Butts. She's blocked by Collins. Callista Collins pulls down the rebound on the block shot. She'll race it into front court. Slope at the free throw line. Get cut off there. Double team. Kicks it right side Perry. Perry drives against pressure and shots to shoot over one defender. Couldn't do it, but on the putback, Callista Collins stays with her. She's in double figures now with a double-double of her own with 11 points. And now it's 50-43 Lyon, their biggest lead. Smiley being covered out high by Cottom. Kicks it right corner. Gray will draw a foul. That will look, again, like a clean block, but instead said that she drew body off of Lyon County's Rose Smith. Smith, again, looks really trying to stay straight up, as did Butler, but Smith gets called for the personal. Her first, team's third. It's a 2-shot foul here for Paris Gray. First time at the line tonight for Paris, and it's good. She has 5 points. Puts the lead back to 6 for Lyon County. It's 50-44 Lyon. Still 6:51 left in the game. Second is good by Gray. And a 5-point game, 50-45 Lyon. 6:49 to play in the game. And a strip here from Perry. McKinney takes it away, finds Gray, lays it up, good in a foul. And how quickly things can turn. Lyon was up by 7 with the ball, now back to a 3-point game. And Callista Collins just picked up her 3rd foul, which is even more of a concern for Lyon County.
A little frustration foul there.
So Gray to the line where she can complete an and 1 here. She just hit 2 at the stripe a moment ago. Has 8 points on the night, and give her 9. And just like that, back to a 2-point game. 50-48 Lyon, 6:45 left. Collins will inbound it to Cottom in backcourt. Full court man-to-man pressure there by Caldwell County. Cottom little flip pass. Good floater
Good
in the
movement.
lane to Rose Smith on the assist from Perry. Little Cottom Perry Rose Smith connection there. Smith now with 14. 4-point lead, 52-48. Kick out left corner. That leaves Butts open after they covered up Smiley. Butts, though, missed the 3. Butler with a rebound for Lyon County. Butler looking down court. Spins away from Butts in backcourt. Needs some help. Finally gets it ahead to Cottom. Cottom drives left of the lane. Gets bumped a couple of times. Missed the runner. Rebound, though. Put back up and in. Callista Collins finding her rhythm. And the lead is 6 again for Lyon County. 54-48 after Caldwell cut it down from 7. They get right back up to 6 as Lyon County as Gray drives the paint against pressure, looking for a foul. Didn't get it. Rebound fought for. Butler with another one for Lyon County. Rips it free. Will get it into front court. Race down the right of the lane. Goes against Hollowell, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Hollowell. Didn't get the charge call that time, and, man, that was close.
Woo. Hadley's very
lucky, yeah.
Very lucky on that one.
Would have been her 3rd foul, yeah. So Hollowell, tough break for her. That's just her 1st foul.
But good for Lyon County.
It is. It's a very good break. Yes, Butler will go to the line. Much improved free throw shooter from just a year to 2 years ago. Now pushing the 65% mark on the season, and that one's good. Brought to you by Melissa Wynn of Keller Williams Experience Realty. Call her at 601-1793. Had a perfect game earlier this year. Went 7 for 7.
Yeah.
This is a young lady that could not even get to 50%. She'd be the first to tell you she struggled at the line.
Yeah,
mightily.
She looks so much more confident when she steps up to the free throw line now.
Gets the shooter's bounce there, and it falls in. So 2 for 2, and that's a 8-point Lyon lead and a timeout for Lyon County, brought to you by the Singular Connection on Newman Drive at Annieville. Your Verizon wireless dealer. Call 963-8246. Back in 60 seconds on WCCK. Out of the timeout, Lyon by their biggest margin so far tonight. 56-48 lead over Caldwell, down to 5:45 to play. As Butts has it right corner, driving in baseline right to left, overshot. That one over Collins, trying to stay away from the block. Rebound, though, McKinney back up with it, no good. And Collins this time pulls the board down for Lyon. And this could be the first double-digit lead for either side if Lyon can get a bucket here. Collins gets cut off on the right wing, kills her dribble, needs some help, floats it to Perry right side. She drives against Hollowell, then backs it up. Resets things top side to Collins.
Good decision right there.
Yeah, slow it down. Now you've got the advantage. Time is your friend as that clock continues to roll. A little wraparound pick and roll feed comes to Butler, and that Butler really got hit hard there by Butts, but that was a no call, and they keep it to Perry. She gets by Hollowell down the left of the lane, bobbled a bit, saved to Smith, laid up and in. Rose Smith during the 20-point mark now, and it's a 10-point Lyon County lead, their biggest of the game, 58-48. Lyon back in that little 2-2 set in the lane again with Cottom out top chasing. And slipping and falling. It's not a foul because she hit her own player. Hollowell ran into Gray. Runner the other way. Butler, no good, but she is fouled from behind by Sykes. So it'll be a 2-shot foul again for Butler. That's actually going to be Madeline Thomas. She just changed jerseys as she was as 15, now as 2. Butler does miss the free throw and we'll get one more. Still early in the year, Tim. You know how those jerseys change.
Yeah.
On the numerals all the time. Rose Smith is always 10 or 34, so she has the.
Just depends on which uniform you wear.
Yeah, Butler misses the second. Both were close after going 2 for 2. Now 2 for 4 on the rebound to Caldwell County. Pulled down by Akins. Getting into the front court to Smiley. Left elbow, Gray now out to Akins in the corner. She'll drive, pull up from 15, over the basket, rebound. Rose Smith able to hold on to it. Outlet feed to Collins. 4.5 to play. Lyon by 10, 58-48. Collins gets around 2 defenders down on the baseline. Double team, needs some help. Has killed that dribble. Spin move, a little hook shot off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Cottom in the left corner. Pull up jumper here. Smith is bouncing in from 15 feet. Coach Doom, I think she's got it now.
She's figured out the shot. When those feet are set, she's a really good shooter.
And it only takes one hand. She shoots like I shoot free throws, that little one-handed maneuver.
Yeah.
60-48. Here's the jumper right side. Can you believe Julie had to text me and say, who is with you, like she couldn't recognize your voice? I mean, is that a shame? I tell you.
That hurts.
It
hurts,
should
Julie.
hurt. Deep in the heart. Who's with you? My goodness. Lyon does dribble off their foot, though, and it goes out of bounds.
Maybe she thought Kaywood had come in or something.
Yeah, I'm sure she really thought it was Kaywood Ledford. Good evening, Lyon County fans. We'll let it slide this time. I miss you, honey, but you have fun with the employees tonight as the Lady Lions commit a foul, and Collins just shakes her head and grins. And unfortunately for the Lady Lions, that's going to be 4 on Callista Collins as they say she just ever so slightly.
Caught it on Rose.
Oh, they caught it on Rose.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That really didn't happen. If anything, Collins may have got a little bit of the hip. We'll definitely take that. Smith only has the 2. Collins still with 3, and a rare miss by the star of the show today, Katie Smiley, who's nearing 20 points, 20 rebounds for Caldwell County.
I was trying to watch Mr. Bell's hand, and I thought I saw a 0 go up.
And you could just tell Smiley's starting to wear. That's the second time today. This time she missed it badly, did not draw iron. And she's not got off the floor a single second. She has played the entire game and has done everything she can to will Caldwell County on. And has for the most part. But now it's a 12-point deficit as Lyon leads 60-48. Collins needs some help. Goes long with it and overthrew Perry. Smith wasn't there, and it goes right into the hands of Ja'Kiah Copeland. So a steal by Caldwell. Still plenty of time left. Cottom knocks it away, but it comes back to Caldwell County. Then Cottom rips it away again from Riley. What a good job that time by Piper Cottom. Into front court. Spin move around a defender as it knocked away from behind, and it will go out of bounds, staying with Lyon County. But Piper Cottom, she's going to be a star for years to come in a lot of ways. She'll get bigger. She'll get stronger. She'll be able to score at will, I believe. But defensively, I don't know if anybody's ever going to outwork what she can do, no matter how big or small she may be.
Yeah, you can't tell the size right now.
Barry, left corner 3. Sorry there, Coach. Had to
oh, you're good.
Cut you off. Missed it, but Smith under the basket with a rebound. Had nowhere to go. 4 defenders around her. They tip it away as Caldwell County pulls it down, and here comes Akins in the front court. We've been stalled in a 12-point game for a while now. It's Hollowell trying to back her way in against Collins. Lays it up, no good. Collins such a force on there, just throwing her hands up, not even jumping, and still misdirects the shot. Lyons trying to put this one away. They need a couple of more buckets to do it with 2:50 left, up by 12. Collins slips away from a defender. Line up, pull up three, straight away. Good! YTG 3 for Callista Collins. And could that be the dagger? Lyon County right now in the midst of an 11-0 run. Leading by 15, 63-48. Quick three by Gray, right side. No good. Rebound Perry for the Lady Lions. Bounce feed to Collins. Collins spins away from Gray. She gets into front court. Finds Smith all the way to the hoop. Lays it up and in. Timeout, Caldwell County. Lyon County leads by 17 in the midst of a 13-0 run. 65-48. Back in 60 seconds on WCCK. Lyon County inching ever closer to a big victory here to push them back to 500. Got to finish, but leading now by 17. Very reminiscent to how they unfortunately did not win yesterday when they had tied it in the fourth. Had a close game. Here's a quick three by Butts. It's no good. And right now, Caldwell just settling for bad and long shots, and that's giving Lyon County easy boards and runouts the other way as Butler gets it into front court to Collins. Again, Lyon was outscored 20-0 at one point in the fourth yesterday against Davis. They've now gone 13-0 in the last 3 minutes against Caldwell to lead by 17. Cottom just trying to spin away from traffic and just keep the ball out high and kill some clock here. Cross-court feed Smith. Dukes by her man, misses the layup, got her own rebound, back up from 5 feet, and it's good. She just wanted to pad the stat line there, get an extra rebound.
Yeah, get an extra rebound there. There you go.
19-point lead, 15-0 run. 67-48 Lyon, 90 seconds left in this one. Around the horn to Tink Clark in the corner. Been waiting to call that name all day. Tink Clark, one of the newer players for Caldwell County, goes cross-court to Butts, drives in, lost the ball off her hip, but I believe she knocked it off Butler last, and we'll go back to Caldwell County as Caldwell's getting some younger players in, including Tink Clark, Macy Tyler. As they have finally pulled, Katie Smiley again is going to have a near 20-20 stat line, and here come the subs for Lyon County as the starters will hit to the bench. Piper Cottom, Lily Perry, Rose Smith, Hadley Butler, and Callista Collins. Great game for those Lady Lions. And a steal by Courtney Collins on the inbound. Of course, he may have deflected it to her as Collins brings it into front court, kicks it towards Edwards, but it's taken away by Caldwell County. Quickly into front court, they find Butts. She is fouled hard by Taviana Edwards. Edwards was not going to let her just easily get to the rim. And, hey, get on the stat line some way. That's one way to do it, is Edwards commits a hard foul.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, great kid, Taviana Edwards. No means did she mean to wipe her out there, but
no,
she's just a fierce competitor. I'm telling you, she's going to play every minute 110%. You like to see that.
Butts will go to the line for 2, where she's 1 for 4 tonight. Again, she was the defensive star, near double figures in steals tonight as Butts hits the first. That stops what was for Lyon County a 17-0 run.
Caldwell started settling for the outside shot and got away from the driving. Coach Cottom went to the zone, and it forced them to not get to the paint. That was
not just any zone. Again, it wasn't like a 2-3, or, I mean, you had that 2-2 back. You had Cottom out high, more of a 1-2, but she's more of a chaser, almost a box and one, as the second free throw is no good. Collins into front court. She is fouled and will go to the line for 2. This is Courtney Collins, mind you. Who does have a bucket tonight. But Callista Collins, this is definitely going to be her high water mark offensively, and that's not saying she's had a bad game this year. She's done great defensively, hit well at the line. She's just not had the opportunity to get many shots off with the defense they've had around her. She got open from long range at a couple of big YTG threes. She'll be in double figures in scoring tonight as Courtney Collins will get one more free throw brought to you by Melissa Wynn of Keller Williams Experience Realty. Call 601-1793. No good. Taviana Edwards, though, trying to dig that rebound out for Lyon. But it goes out of bounds back to Caldwell. Still 55 ticks on the clock here in this one. As Tink Clark gets it into front court for Caldwell County. Slows up at the top of the circle. Kicks it right wing to Tyler. Inside feed. Almost thrown away, but saved out high by Madeline Thomas. And she is fouled. And again, you got a lot of the subs in, a lot of the younger players here. Kind of a ragged and foul fest of a last minute, most likely. But it will be a two-shot foul here after the foul is called on Lyon County's Gracelyn Taylor. So Madeline Thomas at the line for two. First is good. Cuts the lead back to 17, but Lyon County well on their way to their sixth victory of the year with 38 seconds left. Second free throw is also good for Madeline Thomas, and again a 16-point game. 67-51. Biggest lead was 19 for Lyon. Biggest lead was 7 late in the first half for Caldwell. Gracelyn Taylor at the top of the key, kicks it right corner to Edwards. Edwards slips and falls, trying to get the ball back. Got it back somehow on her rear end.
What a
Feeds
play.
it into Coursey, but lost the handle out of bounds to Caldwell County. Good effort, though, down low as Caldwell may have one more offensive set left in them here, but 20 seconds left as Tink Clark gets into front court. Bounces it and throws it away. Coursey with a steal. Rips that one away from the defender, Boyd, and gets it into front court here with 10 seconds left. Gets down the lane, pulls up from 10, shot short, but Taylor there on the rebound, back up, no good. Rebound, Coursey had it, knocked away from behind, and it's 2 seconds left. And all Lyons got to do is just inbound it here. And we'll go home for a moment, only to come back a little bit later on in this split doubleheader. Gracelyn Taylor inbound, Edwards, why not? Three at the buzzer is good. YTG three for Taviana Edwards. And the Lady Lions put the cherry on top of a big victory on the road tonight against the Caldwell County Lady Tigers with a YTG Insurance 3 from Taviana Edwards, just a freshman. And they go on to win for the Lady Lions 70-51 over the Caldwell County Lady Tigers to improve to 6-6. Caldwell now 2-8. We're back with the postgame show in 1 minute. Brought to you by Culver's of Paducah here on WCCK. Great win here tonight for the Lyon County Lady Lions in come-from-behind fashion. Down by 7 late in the first quarter. Ties it at halftime. Go on to pull away to win 19 points, 70-51. Go on and put that on, Callista. There you go. We'll talk to our players of the game. First off, Callista Collins, 15 points, 19 rebounds. Congratulations, Callista.
Thank you.
This was a hard-fought win after yesterday and that great valiant effort to come back late in the third, only to unfortunately have the game slip away in the fourth. Tonight, you didn't have that. Thank you a lot, Scott. As, again, you only progressed. You still have the same players from last night. You're missing 3 key, but what did it mean to this time be able to finish this game strong and get that big win?
We've kind of known all season we haven't really played to our full potential, and yesterday it was just really frustrating to work so hard to get it back, and then we kind of like gave in the fourth quarter. But tonight, we didn't start out great, but when we got it back tied, I think everybody was determined to not let that happen again. So I was just glad we could pull off the win.
And again, we've seen how well you've been defensively this year, getting rebounds, but finally being able to get through sometimes triple and quadruple team defensive sets to get those shots off and even hitting from long range. How does that help boost your confidence offensively going forward?
It helps. I definitely haven't been playing to my full potential this year at all. And I was just really glad tonight. I felt like we started doing a little better job of moving the ball through the zone, and I think we're starting to break through on the 2-3.
And again, the zone looked great tonight. Late for you. You had Piper out top chasing off, and again, she's going to be a star for years to come. But talk about how well that defense looked and led to great offense in transition to finally get you a good 70-point game.
Yes, sir. We definitely, it's no secret, we play best in transition basketball. So I think it's really good whenever we have people like Piper up top and we're getting the steals and the tips, and then we could just pass it down the floor and play like we play best on the fast breaks.
This is also a good way to go in the new year. You don't have another game for a week. You've got time to rest, and you got a big game against Princeton followed by Livingston, big district games. How do you get ready for those next week?
Yes, sir. Well, we feel so used to playing Critton now. It's kind of like almost a joke at this point, but I think we know what to expect, especially from Critton. So we're just going to be working hard on the things that we're used to from them, and then hopefully we'll be able to put those into the game.
Callista, congratulations. Great game tonight. We'll see you next Tuesday. Appreciate it. All right, that is Callista Collins. We'll now talk to Piper Cottom, who had a fine night on her own right at a big 3, but more importantly was the defensive presence of Piper. Piper, first off, congratulations, dear.
Thank you.
Let's talk about defensively first. You are an absolute dog out there. Hound them. It doesn't matter how big they are, how small. You even had to go against Smiley a lot tonight, who's a senior, near 6 feet tall. Talk about defensively. What's your mindset? What's coach telling you, and what are you doing when you get that opportunity to get out on the floor defensively?
Well, when I get out there, I just know my job's defense. It takes a lot off of the older girls because they have to do so much. So I feel like if I just go out there and tell myself I can do this and just work hard, it's a lot easier.
And then offensively, great ball handling again tonight. Talk about how that's improved for you. Again, you're still very young, but how that's improved here in just a very short amount of time this year.
Well, it helps to have your parents as coaches because they push you at home and in practice. So I feel like I've improved a lot just having them help.
And then overall, this team seems to be really coming together here recently. I know you had the setback against Princeton, and then last night. Again, you're missing a lot of players. Ella, Grayson, Lexi, big contributors. What will that mean when you get all these girls back, hopefully healthy here real soon?
I feel like we've learned to work hard enough without the starter, so when they came back, it's just going to be so much easier because they're big parts of this team.
And talk about you and your teammates from middle school now getting to play a lot of varsity minutes. What has that meant for y'all to already be this much of a contributor on a varsity team after having such a great middle school season where you didn't lose a game?
It feels amazing. It's just amazing to be out here with these older girls.
Piper, thanks for the time, honey. We'll see you next week, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Aaron.
Congratulations, honey. Thank you. Appreciate it. And that's Piper Cottom and Callista Collins. Those are your players of the game, brought to you by Farmers Bank and Trust Company in Eddyville. Your NXT Bank with mobile banking and bill pay. Stop by their location at 28 Commerce Street and get your Lyon debit card today to help out our students. Telephone 388-5526, number FDIC. And let's talk about the stats, which are brought to you by Hendrickson Wealth and Retirement at 105 West 5th in Benton. No two of us are exactly alike, and that's why you need a financial advisor with the freedom to focus on the details that make your life your own, your family. The challenges you face, the dreams that inspire you, whatever your goals, you need an advisor who can create a plan uniquely tailored to you. All backed by the sophisticated resources of Raymond James. That's Life Well Planned, so call Rich and Casey Hendrickson at 906-2139. That's Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Not affiliated with Raymond James Financial Services, Hendrickson and Retirement, and independent broker-dealer. Let's get on to those stats. As we said, Lyon County, what a second half. The run at the end of the third to get up by 5, where they won that third quarter by 5 after tying the game late in the first half, where they went on an 8-1 run to end the half, and then the fourth quarter, a 22-8 run to win the game 70-51, including a 19-0 run at one point. On the night, as we mentioned and heard on the PA, Callista Collins, 15 points, 19 rebounds. Rose Smith, not a shabby game either, 22 points, 6 rebounds for her. Talked about Piper Cottom on the night, as she had 5 points, 1 big 3, 4 rebounds. And again, keep that in mind going against 6 feet tall defenders. when she's 4'11" and doing a fantastic job. Again, 2 steals, 3 assists. Fantastic night for her. We also had 4 points from Hadley Butler, 2 from Trinity Taylor, 4 from Courtney Collins. So let's not forget about Lily Perry. High watermark, YTG Insurance threes. Uncle would be proud. Let's talk about YTG Insurance. She had 3 threes tonight for 15 points. As YTG Insurance's Yarbrough, Tabor, and Goodwin. Your independent and community agent offering home, auto, life, and health coverage for personal business and even farms. Call YTG at 965-3133. Stop by 113 West Gum Street in Marion today. And the Steels brought to you by Rob Day of All-American Naturals in Princeton. They have natural soaps, lip balms, and holiday gifts. Check out their products at allamericannaturals.com or call 963-1853. Forced 15 turnovers and 7 steals to just the 9 for Caldwell County. Overall percentage, Lyon County shot 42% to 27% for Caldwell County. And from the three-point line, one of the best nights of the year, 7 for 15, 5 for 11 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, Caldwell just hit the 1-3 and was 12 for 23 at the free throw line. Rebounding, Lyon won that by 13 as well, 56 to 43, and go on to win the game, 70-51. Caldwell, again, 19 points, 15 boards for Katie Smiley, 9 points for Paris Gray, 8 apiece for Paris Lee McKinney and Briley Butts, 2 apiece for A.J. Hollowell, Madeline Thomas, and Ja'Kiah Copeland, and 1 for Morgan Akins. So Lady Lions now 6-6, Caldwell 2-8. Lady Lions play next Tuesday night as part of a doubleheader at home against Crittenden County at 6. But don't go anywhere, or do. But I'd suggest you stay because you're going to hear some great classic country music from Stephen Lindsay for about 1 hour. We will be back, good Lord willing, in 1 hour at 6 o'clock. So don't be late. Be early, but don't be late for the Akron Farm Supply and Ace Hardware pregame show. And a 6:30 tip as the Lions will take on the host Caldwell County Tigers in the next to last game of this Western Kentucky Hoops Classic. Again, Akron's pregame show in 1 hour on 95.7 FM and online at MarshallCountyDaily.com at the WCCK Listen Live link. Again, the Lady Lions big come from behind 70-51 victory over Caldwell County here tonight. My thanks to our executive producer, Sherry Darnold. Director is Cindy Riley. Studio producer, Stephen Lindsay and Andy Runn. And my thanks, as always, to you for listening to me. And again, Aaron Clayton saying goodbye and God bless from Princeton.